Hello, hello everyone, and as you may be able to see by this box here, I finally got in the Ghostbusters Hasbro Pulse HasLab Egon Spengler Proton Pack from Ghostbusters Afterlife. They had like a kind of like their own version of like a Kickstarter where they tried to see if they could get enough people to pay, $3.99 for a very detailed Proton Pack. And this was back in like the fall and winter of 2021, and it had a delivery date of like spring 2023, so it was a little ways off. But I went ahead and I threw in my money there, and it actually ended up getting delivered a couple months early from the delivery date. And like many other nerdy Ghostbuster fans from the 80s and 90s, I always dreamed of having my own Proton Pack, but I'm not very handy or skilled with the ability to like craft one out of whole cloth, and some of the other replicas that were just out of the box ready, like the Spirit Halloween one, they weren't quite detailed enough, and they weren't like proper one-to-one size and everything. So when I saw that they were doing this one, I jumped on it. So I'm gonna unbox it and kind of show off a little bit of stuff. All right, let's open this puppy up. At least attempt to. Mixing franchises using my scream knife. Got some writing here that says, "Please open from bottom," which normally I would only think is something you'd write on your Grindr profile. So I guess I flipped this over then. Alright, package is flipped over. Okay, so there were two internal boxes in the shipping, and then you finally get this box, which seems to be the box proper, since it has the fake, like, Foot Locker thing to it. And it's supposed to look like something that Egon himself had in his own thing, hence the Egon Spengler Proton Pack fake label maker sign there. So finally, this is where the actual stuff is, and let's see what's inside all of here. I know there's a bunch of extras and some other stuff that came from hitting different fundraising goals on the HasLab, so let's see. So this is kind of meant to look like the floorboards of Egon's house in Oklahoma. So first we have this little clear envelope here, and inside I believe are the various instructions from what it looks like. It looks like they're made up to appear as if they are schematics. And yes, they are. So a bunch of stuff about warnings and everything. It shows how to connect the Neutrona wand. I do own the Neutrona wand, so I'll be looking forward to connecting that. But otherwise, yeah, that's the all the goodies there as far as how to use this damn thing. And then it looks like there's hidden panels of stuff, so let's see. Well, that ends up going into the main stuff proper there, but then there's some other panels here. This is a little thing that comes out. This is the least graceful unboxing that you'll probably ever see. So, what is in this little thing? The container makes it look like a crunch bar or something. Nothing. Let's see, there's various cardboard boxes of nothing. Here's some stuff, though. This is phantasmical samples, potentially sentient, handle with extreme care. So, I think there's some mini puffs in here, if I'm not mistaken. Box goes away. Here is a big old... Oh, no, these aren't mini puffs. These are little, like, marshmallow things that you can hang off the Proton Pack to make it look like, you've blown up some mini puffs or the big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and all that stuff. So, those are fun. When I'm not wearing it, I might just drape those on it for decorative purposes. That's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, and here's a little, I think this is where the mini puffs are. So there you go, this little box here that looks like a ghost trap, obviously much more narrow. And let's see, I'm just tearing into this like it's Christmas morning. I didn't get any Christmas presents this year because I'm single, so I'm allowed to tear something open, aren't I? Yes, mini puffs. Looks like they have some interchangeable heads here too, so let me open up these bad boys. So you got this charred little man. They feel interesting. Just put you there for now. Got another charred boy. This one looks annoyed with his head there. And then we have this guy who's a little less charred. He looks very happy with all of the ordeal. And then we have some alternate heads there. So Hasbro was nice enough to give you some extra head for your troubles. So we got this little goofball here. We got this mischievous person, and our final mini puffed looks just a little nonplussed. So now that I've confirmed that there is nothing extra hidden in the floorboard compartment of that, it looks like we can just pull out the actual Proton Pack. Oh man, this is very detailed. Alright, let's see. Is this in here, or can it just be taken out? Looks like it can just be taken out. It's not, thankfully, put in anywhere. So. There we go. Ain't it a beaut? So, yeah, it's about, I'll put it on after I put batteries in it and connect everything else and show you what it looks like then. But right now, it's about the size of my back. It'd probably be a little big on me since I'm a short dude. But it's got the different weathering on the different stickers here. This knob, I believe this knob is actually like volume control. Either that or it will change the... So I know there's a different light and sound sequence depending on if you're doing the Afterlife one or the original 84 Ghostbusters one. I know this little cable here isn't screen accurate, but otherwise the ribbon cable feels like a real ribbon cable, and I know there's another part that goes over here and everything, but just giving you a little dolly down. And that's basically what it looks like, but I'll give you guys a better look at it after everything's all put together and whatnot. Now, the last thing that was in that box is labeled here as the Spengler Nuclear Accelerator Storage Stand. So it's basically a stand that's, when you're not wearing it, you can just leave the Proton Pack on for display purposes. So it looks like in here we got... I believe here is just stickers and replacement decals if you don't want the weathered ones, I believe was part of it. So yeah, this is a thing of stickers. This one is specifically, I believe, from... Okay, there's two here. So I believe these are specifically from Afterlife, and these are from the original, so you got those there. And then... yeah, these are different replacement decals if you wanted to make it look a little bit more pristine, if you want to mod them up, or if you have a different Proton Pack, like one of the ones that are from like a lesser knockoff company, and you just want to add those so that you can have the Afterlife one from Hasbro, and you can gussy one up to look like it's from the original with these. So I might hold on to those maybe for some other purposes like that. And then this is cool. I know this is like an in-universe fun thing, but this is the Egon Spengler journal that has a bunch of different in-universe notes that are supposed to have been written by Egon and all that stuff. And I think I saw from someone else's unboxing that there's some Ghostbusters 2 treats in here, like a drawing of the Scoleri brothers and the Phantom Jogger, and of course Vigo the Carpathian there. So, and as someone who is more of a Ghostbusters 2 fan than even in the original Ghostbusters, that's pretty cool. So it's got a lot of different original artwork and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to diving into that as like a little Easter egg hunt there. And then I know the storage stand has to be assembled, but I'll at least show you what the component parts are, and then I'll assemble it later and show the after effect once everything's been all cleared up and nice and everything. There's stuff in here. Oh, this is the... let me open up this as well while you're looking at all these parts. But I believe in this box, there is the connector tube so I can hook this up to my Neutrona wand and have a full-on Ghostbuster outfit there. Tubes. Looks like we got the connector hose. We'll have to see how that works with the other thing. And then, this I know goes on the back of the Proton Pack proper. It's the little antenna thing. I'm showing off how bad of a Ghostbuster fan I am by not knowing the actual name of the tool here. But, that little thing. This is actually like metal with plastic, and I know this just kind of like pops onto the back. So when I show the full thing and cut ahead to it, you'll be able to see that on the back. And then what else we got here? Oh, this is this stupid fucking thing. So in the United States, toy guns usually have to have like an orange cap on them so people don't think they're real guns. Not that it's gonna fucking stop cops with itchy trigger fingers from murdering children anyway, ACAB. But thankfully I got it as a gift a few Christmases ago, but I got the Neutrona wand as a gift when they still had the silver, more screen accurate version, but I guess this can go over the top, especially if it's a requirement at conventions or whatever, so people know like, hey, this thing that doesn't look like a real life gun at all is not a real gun, it's for fictional ghost capturing, but America. I guess the Canadians might have that problem too, though. And then in here, this just sounds like a bunch of janglies and whatnot. Just different brackets. Yes. So in here are different brackets. I'm not going to take them out, but basically the back of the Proton Pack just has like some regular straps, but if you want one that is more screen accurate and probably more comfortable, you can add an Alice frame to the back. It's like a military grade backpack frame, and I think I might actually do that because it's like $60 or whatever, and I mean if I already spent $400 on a toy, what's another 60? And that way it's a bit more screen accurate, and these are the brackets to help and the screws to help attach that. So I'll probably end up doing that at some point after I pay for some car repairs that recently came up. So I'll keep them here, but it's nice that they provide that and that they also have the holes on the back of the Proton Pack to allow that. And then of course we got the stand here. So I'll assemble some shit and then I'll show you some more things that are more finished. Okay, just to look at the stand put together. This stand is a pain in the ass to put together. So basically on the side there are these different slots, and they basically have hooks, but the hooks all go in different directions, so you can't just like snap it on. It goes like up, down, and then up and down. So I basically just slammed it in as best as I could. They hook pretty easily at the top and then harder at the bottom. And then once they're kind of on, if you squeeze these together, this plate can come in and snap both together. So, I mean, it's sturdy enough. It's meant to look like metal, but it's just hard plastic. But it'll do the trick. But yeah, this was a pain in the ass to put together, weirdly enough. You'd think it'd be easy since they only made it like a snap-on design and not screws or anything, but, you know, whatever. And here's just what it looks like on the stand itself. It rests pretty easily on there, so it's a pretty easy storage thing. I believe even after you put an Alice frame on it, it'll still fit on there as well, but otherwise it just kind of leans back at a slight angle, but otherwise it works fine for storage there, even with my jerry-rigged snap-on that didn't do too well.